Hey guys, and welcome back to my series Diaspora to Home, and I'm talking today to none other than Mr. Mike himself from Quelimade Homes, who's got not a 4 but a 4.5/5 bedroom property in East Legon going for $375,000. So come and see this.
Lorraine, Wright. There you go. I don't have steel cap toes, and you've done open toes. So let's do open toes.
Okay.
Oh my God! It's either one extreme or the other, right? It's either steel cap toes or just open toes.
So we're here in the hot. We're finally here. I've been meaning to come here for ages. Tell me what we've got here. Tell me.
So obviously, as you know, so this is the 4 square by Quelimade Homes. And yeah, we're underway. We're just waiting for a delivery now, and we're waiting for a pour to happen, which is that concrete pour.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can show you the 2 structures that are up. The guys are digging, getting ready for the 3rd structure. We've just done a concrete pour.
The 4th one will be here, right?
Yeah. So this is the 4th one here. So obviously the 4 square. So that's Boundary Road. So do you know where I pointed to you?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. So that's literally Boundary
the main road. I literally live like 2 minutes.
Oh, you live in? So you know, Because sometimes you say people to East Legon, and they'll say, "Oh, is it Santor? Is it Majon? Is it East Legon Hills?" No, this is.
So we are right now. If anybody wants to understand exactly where we are, if you understand where American House is, we're on the Boundary Road, close to American House. If you know where Mango's restaurant is, we're literally a minute away from Mango's restaurant. You know where you go for Sunday or Mucho? Yeah. This is literally where we pass. And then AH Hotel is literally across the road. So that's where we are. Tell me what we've got here. So we've got 2 apartments, 2 houses. These are how many bedrooms?
So these are 5 bed.
Okay.
Obviously, like one of them's like a box room kind of thing.
Okay.
So you know, we say kind of 4.5, but just so you got a realistic expectation.
Is that like the 0.5? Is that a boys' quarters or?
I mean, I'll show you in a minute. Okay. So it's not a boys' quarters because it's not a separate unit, but it has a separate entrance. Okay. So it's like a boys. So it's like, for example, if it's for a caretaker or someone that you don't want to have access to the main property, they have their own, obviously, ensuite room that has a separate access. Okay. So you can do what you wish with it.
Let's have a look.
Yeah. So we've only been going for a few months, and so this is where we're up to, which is obviously like the ground floors of both of the units. Okay. If we go over there, you'll see how deep they go. People like ask about, see how deep. Come and see how deep it is. Yeah. Okay. So this is already concrete. It's obviously like a area. Do you see what I mean?
You have to sort that out.
So what we do is obviously we drain out all of the water.
Yeah.
And then we use like a spray foam. Yeah. To which is like a waterproof membrane. Yeah. People try and use waterproof cement and all that
treatment
sort of stuff.
And all of that stuff.
Those things are cool. Yeah. But when you've got like a seriously waterlogged, which is a lot of Accra. Yeah. Most of the time, those sort of basic levels of treatment is not enough.
So can we just explain that really quickly, just for some people? What does waterlog actually mean? For some people who don't actually understand what waterlogging, what is it?
So a lot of land in Accra, basically, if you dig not even that deep, you will get water. Mm-hmm. So that's how people dig wells, boreholes. Yeah. And for some areas, the water table is much higher than other areas. Do you see what I mean? That's the summary. Yeah. So there's water underground. Yeah. And obviously when you're digging your foundation, you hit that water table, that water starts to rise through the foundation, through the blocks.
And that's where you start to see it on the wall.
And that's when you see it on the walls. So you've got that. Yeah. Then you've got the issue of like salt as well.
Salty water in
where
the ground.
if the ground is very like salty, you see that it kind of crumbles the blocks, especially if they're not like high quality blocks. Yeah. If it's like mainly like a lot of sand in the mixture, if it's not like quarry dust blocks, then you get a lot of crumbling. And that's not necessarily just the water. A lot of the times that's actually like the quality the salt.
The salt. Okay.
Yeah. So there are 2 things that you have to kind of like really pay attention to.
So how have you tried to mitigate that?
So what we do is obviously concrete base. Yeah. We go very, very deep, which contradicts what I've said in the terms of, well, if you're going really deep and hitting more of the water, but it's better to hit the rock bed. Yeah. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, you go through the water, you hit the rock bed where you start to hit like penetrate like real hard rock, and then obviously we concrete that. We use pre-mix cement, which is treated for water as well, so like waterproof pre-mix cement. And then we also use a spray foam membrane, which is kind of like a new thing that's come for. It's kind of like for insulation, or some people use it for insulation, for roofing. You can also use it for like waterproofing, like your foundation and stuff. You spray it, it dries in like 30 seconds, and it's a completely waterproof membrane that foams. So we spray that at the base. Do you see what I mean? So
that's almost like absorbing or preventing the water.
Yeah, it prevents
the block it.
Exactly.
Water.
So I mean, most people don't do that because it's a very high cost. Most people just do this. So they'll just
I've seen that a lot. Yeah.
Which is not enough.
Right.
It's not enough.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of harsh conditions that you've got. Just putting like
the mat there.
Is not gonna do it.
Okay. So high quality homes. These are. He's thought about it. You see what I'm saying?
I mean we have to. You know what I mean? Because it's such a small world. You can't be delivering these type of properties and then 6 months later, and then it's like, oh yeah, you know that property.
Yeah. Your reputation's also on the line.
It really. So I can't afford to. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, let's go into one of them with your open toe sandals.
I forgot we were coming to site.
With your open toe sandals, let's go into the sites. Yeah. So you've got one of these. So you can kind of get an idea of the layout. If we go to what page? So if you go to like this page where you've got like the ground floor and stuff, just so you can see. So remember, these are going up 3 levels.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so these are triple level. Yeah. Because obviously it's not a huge land space. Yeah. So we've tried to like make the most of the space, and architects have done a great job. So this is where we are on the ground floor. So let's go in. Yep.
This one here, based on this, is. Let me make sure. Is this a kitchen?
Yeah. Sometimes even I've got to like figure this out.
I think it's the kitchen. Yeah, exactly. Do you know why I know it's the kitchen?
It's the kitchen
because this is the storeroom.
Exactly. So we got that, and then we come in. So you can tell Lorraine's been doing this property thing. No, because you give this to a lot of people, and a lot of people they can't read them.
Yeah, I can see it.
So you can see obviously the toilet.
Yeah.
So it's quite spacious. It's quite spacious. And then obviously you'll have like a little terrace here. You can plant a little.
So will people? So the main boundary road, people can enter from the main boundary road.
Yeah. So remember, they're 4 exclusively separate properties.
Okay.
They're all gonna have their own gates.
Okay.
So for these 2, the entrances will face boundary road. So you're driving off boundary road. And then for those 2, they'll use.
That's amazing. Somebody can literally you're on boundary road. This is prime location, like prime. And you're driving. And then you're literally going to turn into your house.
It's not near, round the back.
It's literally on. It's on. Okay.
So if you look here, so it's like this. So that's boundary road there.
Yeah.
So 1 gate there, 1 gate there, and then the back street here. Which, funny enough, some people prefer this street.
So it's a bit quieter. And
so 2 are gone.
Yeah.
So 1 on each side are actually gone.
Okay. 2 properties remaining. So how much are these properties?
So these are going for $375.
Okay. $375,000 US.
That's for a 5-bedroom, triple level, self-compound, own gate.
In a prime location.
In prime East Legon. Please go and ask for yourself. I'm not even going to try and sell it.
I mean, look, we've just come from a developer.
Yeah.
Not so far away.
Yeah.
It's a 3-bed apartment.
Yeah.
And it's for the same price.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I know. And it's weird because some people like it almost makes people a bit skeptical. But for us, obviously, as new developers, when I say new developer, I mean I've been
developing in the game for a while. Yeah.
But branding ourselves, marketing-wise as new developers, we really want to make a stand in terms of like look, sometimes some of these profit margins that people slap on
don't make sense.
they're just a bit greedy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can make it work and be reasonable and still make a good little business going, but then also give people a relatively affordable kind of price point. And that's where we want to come in and just be very boutique and very specific about what we deliver.
I like that.
Do you know what I mean?
So some quick questions for you. I want to just see, so where would somebody have, for instance, backup water supply?
Very good. So all of that's going to be built in to
on
the
the
top.
roof?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
So all of that's going to be built because there's just not much space.
Okay.
So we're going to be building that into the roof.
Yeah.
Roofing system, which is like the water, and then also obviously a place for like a gen, like a gen set and stuff. Okay. So all those things have been
thought through.
Yeah.
So if somebody was looking to come and buy here, what lease are you assigning to them? What leasehold are you passing over?
So with that, it's a case by case basis. So we sit down and have the conversation during the agreement terms, and I'll tell you why. Because, for example, one of our clients wants us to split this into two-bed apartments.
Okay, so like a duplex or?
Well, it won't be a duplex because it's still going to be triple level. Okay. But 1.5 levels is going to be for one apartment, and 1.5 is going to be. Okay. So it's a little bit of a redesign and stuff like that, and obviously they are doing that because they want to maximize their profits and business. So then obviously that affects the lease terms and all of that type of stuff. Do you know what I mean? Okay. So it really depends on the kind of conversations that we have with people. But generally we're looking between 70 to 99.
Okay, and that's what I recommend. A lot of people in the Diaspora community, especially who don't necessarily understand about leasehold. Yeah. Some people tell me, oh, this developer's giving them 30 years. I was like, what? You know what I mean? So I think it's good that...
To be fair, I mean, nowadays when purchasing land, I mean, especially like stool land, if it's stool land, you know, people are only getting like 50 years, to be fair. Some land is only coming with 50 years in the first place. So that's why I think with stuff like that, like it's really closer to like if someone sits down and they're ready to put down a whole deposit, because at that point is when we would activate that conversation and make sure everything's executed. You know what I mean? There's no point telling you X amount now and then you come in a year's time with your money and things have changed. The local chief is not having it. He's now changed his mind, or they've changed chiefs. That happens a lot when especially if it's stool land. Obviously, like these types of areas, a lot of them are controlled by the chiefs and stuff like Teshi, Mungwa, those types of areas, right? They're like the roots families. So there's a lot of family dynamics that affect even though you would have signed your indenture already, it can still affect you. Do you know what I mean?
So people that are, what reassurances are you giving people around land title, registration, etc.?
First thing I say to people is, at a certain point, I won't speak to you anymore, and I don't expect you to speak to me anymore. Get your lawyer. Get your lawyer to talk to my lawyer. Because I've been developing for 15 years, and I wouldn't be comfortable enough to take it over the line without my lawyer being involved. And I wouldn't be comfortable selling to someone who doesn't have a lawyer. That's just our standpoint. People do it all the time, and it's absolutely fine for them. But for us, we've just seen too many things happening in the industry, and I think it's just a lot more safe.
If you have your own lawyer.
Get your own lawyer. I know it might cost a little bit, but you've got to invest that money for your protection, for your own. It's your asset, it's your investment. You want to make sure it's protected. So just to give you an example, like our lawyer, I don't want to mention his name, but he's an award-winning. I mean, he's the chief lecturer at Legon.
Chief lecturer at Legon. Go do your research to find him.
Do you know what I mean? We are using very, very, very credible people who also have reputations on the line. Because that's one thing with Quelimade Homes, is that you'll find that everyone involved has their own personal reputation on the line as well as everything else. And I think that when you do your due diligence, you find that, do you know what I mean? Like, not for the sake of all properties or myself or any of my partners going to be messing around and everything like that. Do you know what I mean? And we really try to keep people up to date. Some developers don't even show you where the property is until you've paid a certain price point, I heard. I'm like, that's mad. But then I'm like, it's even more crazy for someone to pay into that.
So if, let's say, for example, that's a good point you mentioned. But at the same time, what if somebody didn't have all the money available and they really want this place?
So we arranged the payment plan.
Okay.
We signed the contracts, which the lawyers would have agreed.
Yeah.
We move forward.
What kind of payment plans are we talking about?
Very flexible.
Okay.
Very flexible. We actually say, give us your terms. That's where we start. Okay. Because again, there's no point me saying, oh, it's a 2 year, it's a 3 year, it's a 5 year. Let's be realistic. Okay. You know what you can do. Yeah. Let's start from there. Okay. If it works for us, cool. If it doesn't work, we give you a counter offer. Okay. But we always say, if you want a payment plan, you draft up what you think is best.
Present that and then
present it and we take it from there.
I love that. So let's say I've got the house now.
Yeah.
Let's say it's in my name, everything. You've spoken a lot about the foundation.
Yeah.
You've spoken about the structure.
Yeah.
What guarantees do I have that I don't have to come to you and complain what warranties are you putting in place to make sure that I've got my peace of mind?
So there's lots of those that are in the agreement. Obviously, like structural, do you know what I mean? There are some that obviously are sort of out of our control, and there are some which obviously as the new purchaser, you have to take on board. But again, these are the types of things which, there's a lot of details. When we're going through the agreement, we would come to that mutual agreement. So just to give you an example, I think you gave this example once where I think it was a genset and the transformer. Do you understand? Yeah. So something like that, we can try our absolute best to put everything in place according to ECG guidelines. But if a transformer goes, I don't make transformers. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So you're buying a property. You have to know that the same way, even if it's in the UK, look, if your boiler goes and you've got a mortgage, sort your boiler out. True. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm not going to pretend that it's like 100% everywhere covering absolutely everything. But that's why it's I keep going back to this lawyer thing. Because if you've got a good lawyer, your lawyer will go through absolutely everything that a developer should cover, make sure that those requests are made, or make sure that it's already in the agreement, which it probably is going to be anyway. And then if there's any, negotiating, because we've had some clients tweak their contracts a little bit based on their own personal circumstances. We've done that, and that's fine. But please, just get
a lawyer. That's what you're saying. Get a lawyer.
Yeah.
So I want to know 5 reasons why people should buy from you.
5 reasons why people should buy. I don't even know where to start. First of all, you're not going to get 375 in East Legon, main East Legon. If you do, we'll match it.
Oh!
That's an exclusive right there for Lorraine, right? If you can find a 5-bed, triple level in main East Legon, self-compound, self-gate, we will match that price.
Match it. That's the first thing, so price.
There you go. That's an absolute exclusive
I love that.
Price.
That. Yeah.
Why else? We've got experience in Ghana. I've got 15 years experience. My partners have also got collectively another 10. So we know a thing or two about property in Ghana. Also, if you're from the diaspora, in the UK or even the US, we've got bases there. We've got companies that are registered there. So you also know that you get that little backup security. It's not just some random company here that you might turn up 6 months later and they're disappeared. Like, we're about. Yeah. You can find us.
Yeah. Not going anywhere.
Do you know what I mean? And there's a lot of mutual people in the industry who know us personally, particularly myself. So again, that's always a good thing. I think that's a good thing. I think that is. Okay. Where are we? That's 2.
We've done 3.
Have we done 3?
Yeah. We've done price. We got a reputation.
Fourth thing. At this stage, we're offering the option we spoke about it earlier, to split it into 2 2-bed apartments, which for investors is a great option. There's a little bit of a premium extra, but it's not that much. It's about 30 to 40k extra.
And then you would do the work.
Because we have to reconfigure
it.
Exactly. From an architectural perspective. But then you're ended up with 2 2-bed apartments. Now, just to give you an example, a 2-bed in this area might cost getting close to 300. Or about 300. Yeah. And that's going to probably be in an apartment complex, not like a self-gated apartment. So, 2 times 2, do you know what I mean? You're looking at that. Right there you flipped your money. So for investors, that's a real good option for Airbnb or whatever, or even for someone who just wants their own separate 2-bed, and maybe their family comes and they can just go upstairs and just leave the person alone. Whatever. So there's that. And then the 5th thing is the payment plan. options that we offer. Like I said, we ask you, what can you do? What can you offer? We start from there. There's no point in us giving you all these offers and then you signing up to it and then defaulting. We ain't got
That's it. That's it. So price, reputation, you can find them anywhere. You've got the option to split level it, and you've got a great payment plan. Those are your 5 reasons.
And also, some of the banks have teamed up with us, offering the Diaspora mortgages. I don't want to plug any banks, but there's about there's about 2 or 3. Yeah. Go to Lorraine. We've already got agreements in place. So again, if you want to go down the mortgage route, that's also a very strong possibility as well.
Amazing. So if people were interested in buying a place here right now, today, they had the money, they wanted to get the mortgage, they wanted to get a payment plan, how can people find out more?
So quite easy. First of all, you can go to our website, www.quelimade.homes, and it's spelled like this, QUELIMADE.homes. Just go to the contact section, fill in the contact form, shoot us a message. You can shoot us an email at sales@Quelimade Homes. So sales at Quelimade.homes. So that's sales@Quelimade.homes. You can go to Instagram if you're more of an Instagram person. Find us on IG, Quelimade Homes. Or you can go to the Chief Side Hustler.
The discount.
Exactly.
Yeah, the discount. That exclusive offer that was mentioned, only through me. Yeah.
No, seriously, that offer is a Lorraine Wright offer. If anybody finds a property, like I said, here's the terms: 3 levels, self-compound, in main East Legon. I don't want to hear East Legon Hills where there's no hills. Yeah?
So we're not including, are we including School Junction?
Are we calling School Junction
Medina?
20 minutes from
Are we
here?
including
Medina 35 hours from here. Wait.
Okay,
We're talking American House.
Yeah.
We're talking
Paulishi sides. But even though there's actually no developments.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying, yeah. So. But we're talking about if you're coming from Underbridge.
What about Ajingano side?
But Ajingano. You just said Ajingano. Why do people think everywhere is East Legon? Look, soon people are going to be telling us there's East Legon in Bolagatanga, there's East Legon in Kumasi, there's East Legon in Wide, there's East Legon in the road. Please, let the East Legon name rest.
East Legon. Okay.
Just develop other areas. Right. There's lots of other nice areas.
So if you're interested in buying a property, this is a split level property, 5 bedrooms for $375 US, $375,000 US, then please do get in touch. You want to agree? This is a great location.
$375.
I know. That is basically what, yeah, we're not going to go there. But if somebody wanted to reserve it, what's the reservation fee?
So reservation is $5,000. It's a cool $5K. And then we give you a certain period after that to start your first installment.
Amazing. So you've got $5K. You want to start your real estate investment journey in Ghana, then get started by none other than Quelimade Homes. So get in touch. Hey guys, I do hope you found this video useful. Now, if you're interested in finding out more about how to purchase property in Ghana and generate some rental returns from it, then do check out the link below to my free online masterclass, which takes you through my 10-step process to help you to get on the property ladder in Ghana and generate some rental returns from it as well. So don't delay, just click on the link below and I will see you in class. Now, if you haven't done so far already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Continue to like, follow, share, do all that good stuff, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.